There we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to another update about the unfortunate news of Disneyland closing, or staying closed, actually. The extension actually being extended now for mid-April. So I'm just going to go ahead and readjust this here. I didn't realize how low it was. There we go. So what's up, guys? Thank you guys for joining. I know it is middle of the afternoon, I think. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, 12:44 p.m. on a Friday, and Disneyland has officially dropped the bomb, saying that Disneyland will not open, as well as Disney World, will not open until further notice, which they stated on the press release, or the thing that they posted out on Twitter, that they're going to be paying up until April 18th for their employees, but they didn't give a date as to when they're going to reopen the parks. So I'm just going to get the information pulled up real quick, just so we can read off what it says, and I can tell you guys. But I'll give you guys a little bit of time for joining, and then everybody else is kind of joining a little bit late. There's going to be a lot of comments in the chat section, so I will go ahead and address those as much as I can. But let's go ahead and pull it up real fast. I'm seeing the news in the U.S. closure extended, but I can't find any source anywhere else. Okay, so the source is on Disney Parks News Twitter. So it's Disney Parks News. So here's the official update. While there is still much uncertainty with respect to impacts of COVID-19, the safety and well-being of our guests and employees remain the Walt Disney Company's top priority. As results of this unprecedented pandemic, in line with direction provided by health experts and government officials, Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort will remain closed until further notice. The Walt Disney Company has been paying its cast members since the closure of the parks, and in light of this ongoing and increasingly complex crisis, we have made the decision to extend paying hourly parks and resorts cast members through April 18th. So that doesn't give us a date on when this is going to open again. But I don't know if you guys noticed or saw, but on the Universal press release, as well as I think Knott's Berry Farm, they are closing their parks up until the 19th of April. So does this mean that Disneyland is kind of saying, hey, we're going to push this until April 19th without actually putting a date on it? Possibly. It's possible. We don't know yet, obviously. But the news has finally dropped, like 4 days before the actual reopening of Disneyland and Disney World, that they are extending their closure for, I'd say, as of now, I want to say maybe like 2.5 weeks, but they say until further notice. So I guess we'll see what actually happens. But I mean, a lot of people were anticipating this news. A lot of people kind of figured that this was going to happen. And it was bound to happen, considering that it's gotten so much worse here in the United States with this virus. I believe right now in the United States, we have the most cases out of China and Italy, respectively. So the fact that we have so much more, it makes it more likely that everything that we are going to, or that we're used to doing with, crowds of people and stuff like that, is just going to come to a complete halt. And it makes a lot of sense why they're doing this. It's a bummer for a lot of people because it prevents them from experiencing Disneyland like either they normally do, or maybe it's like a once in a lifetime chance. But I'm pretty sure, like me, Ashley, if a lot of other people understand, this is for the betterment of the people, to make sure that this virus can get stopped and it gets, we basically eradicate it. So, I mean, what Disneyland is doing, or the Walt Disney Company is doing, is it's a great thing for them to do to stop this spread. Although I know a lot of people are worried about... You all right over there? I know a lot of people are worried about what's going to happen for cast members after April 18th, because the fact that they put a date cap for cast member pay is weird to me. Like, I would expect them to put a date cap for reopening the parks versus a date cap for when they pay their employees. And my hair looks a mess. Sorry about that. But I don't know. Does anybody else find that weird? I just find that a little weird, considering that I would have expected it to be the other way around, where they're actually going to focus more on putting a date out there for the parks opening versus a date out there for when they're going to stop paying the cast members. And I know there's a lot of cast members that follow us on Instagram, a lot of cast members that we met while we do our Disney fun and adventures. And we always ask them, like, how's everything going? Are you guys getting paid? And so far, everything's been pretty smooth, except apparently this last update for the schedules came out, and nobody got any update about what was going to happen on the 1st. So everybody was kind of waiting to see what Disneyland was going to do, or what Disney was going to do. And I mean, today's a day. It happened, and I actually talked to Ashley about it. I was like, I think Disneyland's going to make the announcement today, and I told her this yesterday because we were talking about it. And sure enough, they did. So we are super, super bummed that the extension is still going on for the closure, but super understanding of the fact that it needs to be done so we can get past this virus and this whole disease thing, because it's becoming more of, like, it's becoming more scary than it is. As far as APs, Mama just commented, yes, they're going to still take their AP payments out each time that the payment is due. But from what they have stated, for each day that the park is closed, they will be extending your annual pass for that many days. So from the 2 weeks that they closed it back on the 14th of March until the end of this month, that was 2 weeks. So you would technically get the 2 weeks, and now from here on out, you're going to get the additional time. So basically from the 14th of March all the way through the, well, we don't have a date, but we would assume through the 18th of April, depending if they extend the closure or not. So if anybody has questions about that, Disneyland did release that information last month, or I'm sorry, not last month, but a couple weeks ago. That was a big question for a lot of annual pass holders. But I think what's more of a better topic to talk about is the fact that the health and safety for everybody is being put as a priority versus money. So that's really nice that Disney is really thinking that way. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, are pretty bummed out the fact that they're closing the parks, or they're continuing to close the parks. But you have to think about it as a human's point of view, where you want to make sure if you're going to somewhere that you're going to be having a good time and having magic and stuff like that, you want to make sure you're going to be safe. And I didn't even realize this, but I didn't even turn this on. Oh, geez, that's worse. Okay, we're not going to have that. So, I mean, I would love to know what you guys, what's up, John? I would love to know what you guys think in the chat right here. And then for anybody that watches this later, I would love to hear what you guys think about it in the comments down below. I want to also know, like, how are you physically affected by everything going on right now? Like, are you stuck at your house? Did you lose your job? Are you working from home? Like, stuff like that. A lot of people have been put into this bubble where they can't live their normal life, or they can't work, or they can't do certain things because of all this going on. And you think about it, like, a lot of people are stuck at home, sad. And it's a really dark time in the United States as well as the rest of the world. And, it's really that time and effort for people to make that positivity and the light, and just trying to help people get through all this. Because, I mean, not everybody is doing this alone. We're all in this together. Cue the High School Musical song. But I mean, it sounds like this, where we just have to all come together, 6 feet away though, come together and just kind of be there for each other. Because that's the main part of this, is just, we can't do it alone. We have to do it together. But I do know, like, a lot of people had vacations planned. We had our vacation planned to go to Disney World in April. Unfortunately, that got canceled. We did get the notification from the airlines that they did cancel our flights, so that unfortunately is not going to happen. I know a lot of our other friends, their vacations got canceled. A lot of people that follow us let us know that they were going to be coming in April. Their vacations got canceled. And it's a bummer to really think about it, where you're not going to be able to experience the Disney magic that you may normally, experience. but you just got to kind of go with the flow. You just got to understand that this is for the betterment of people and stuff like that. But I'm really glad that Disney finally put an update on the social media or just the web, just to kind of like help people understand what's going on, because I know for a while they were kind of prolonging the announcement. A lot of people were trying to figure out what's going to happen. Hello, is anybody going to talk about this? Are you guys going to acknowledge the fact that all these other parks have extended their closures and you guys haven't said anything? I know there was some stuff from like the union for like cast members and stuff like that. So I know that there was a lot of pressure on the Walt Disney Company to make an announcement. I have no idea why it took so long, but maybe they just wanted to get everything together, in the back end that we don't know about before they came out and said, hey, we're going to keep this closed and stuff like that. So huge announcement from Disney. At this point, Ashley and I are going to try and figure out how we can provide you guys continuous content on this channel. We do have plenty of videos to still edit and put out. We still have some Alani videos. We still have Walt Disney World videos from 2 years ago. We have some other videos that we just never released. So I promise we will still have plenty of videos to put out on this on this channel for you guys. But of course, at this point, nothing is going to be up to date and new for the parks, considering that it's closed. But I mean, I hope that you guys understand that we are in the same boat as everybody else. So there's no new rides, there's no new foods, there's no new nothing. So until everything gets at a calmer rate and everything is taken care of with this COVID-19, we just have to kind of just do what we got to do. But if you guys are not following us on Instagram, we have been setting up weekly dance parties on our Twitch channel. Basically, as I don't know if anybody knows or not, but I do DJ. I'm a DJ regularly besides my regular job. And on the weekends, we did it last week and we're going to do it again this week. We throw dance parties. So basically you just watch and listen to the music as I DJ it from the comfort of my living room. I have lights and it's just like, it's a really fun time. So, I mean, if anybody just needs a little bit of positivity in their life, they need to maybe get up and dance a little bit or something like that, we do have that available. So go to our Instagram to make sure that you guys, sorry, there's somebody just walked out really loud outside my apartment. So make sure you guys go to our Instagram and check out the information on that. Right now, the Twitch channel is CRZ TV, but it might change to something different. Whatever the difference is, I'll just link it in the description below so if you guys want to join. But yeah, guys, so it's official. Disneyland has made that announcement. We already posted on Instagram. A lot of people are kind of flipping their lid about it, but I think at this point, more people understand where Disney's coming from rather than being upset about the fact that they can't go to Disneyland. I think it's more of a part where people are more in that sense of mind where I need to be safe rather than going to a theme park. And it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you're not in that mindset, you need to be in that mindset because it's way bigger than you going to a theme park. And I think a lot of people that are in the Disney community or the theme park community are realizing that. And, it's a scary thought to think about how big this has gotten, considering how small it seemed back in the beginning of like February or end of February. But I mean, like I said, when the announcement came that for the first closure, I got a little bit more scared than I was when Disneyland actually closed. When we were there for the full day, it really kind of set in with reality. And I mean, you just got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. You got to be safe. Got to wash your hands. Can't touch your face. But I know it's a lot easier said than done because if you really think about it, you probably touch your face so many more times than you actually realize it. And it's not because you do it intentionally. It's just like, oops, But hopefully everybody can still get through all this. I know Disney is a huge part in a lot of people's lives. So, if it was something that you miss, just know there are a lot of people in the same boat. There's a lot of Facebook groups. There's a lot of Instagram accounts. There's a lot of YouTube accounts that post Disney stuff so it can help you get through all this. So, I mean, if you're really looking for that Disney fix, I'm pretty sure you can find it anywhere. You just won't be able to experience it firsthand. You have to look at it through a screen. Um, but I do just want to say thank you to everybody who has supported us during this time. There's a lot of people who have been commenting and messaging us about the safety and how we're doing, and we really appreciate that. For everybody who's watching our videos, for Alani, thank you guys for that. The thumbs up, the comments, the subscribers, all that stuff. It's really, really helping. If you haven't, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends so they can understand what's going on with the Disney update right now. And yeah, guys, it's been extended. So I'll go ahead and read this one more time, and then I'll probably end the live stream. But in case you are later to the stream, here it goes again. While there is still much uncertainty with respect to impacts of COVID-19, the safety and the well-being of our guests and employees remains the Walt Disney Company's top priority. As a result of this unprecedented pandemic, and in line with direction provided by health experts and government officials, Disneyland and Walt Disney I always get mixed up with those W's. Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort will remain closed until further notice. So no date on when they're going to reopen. The Walt Disney Company has been paying its cast members since the closure of the parks, and in light of this ongoing and increasingly complex crisis, we have made the decision to extend paying hourly parks and resorts cast members through April 18th. So with that being said, we still don't know when the park's going to open. We do know cast members are going to get paid to the 18th. We don't know what's going to happen after that for them, so hopefully they get some type of pay, or they're able to collect unemployment or something like that. I think right now it's more worrisome for our friends who are cast members, because I mean, a lot of people depend on Disney to get their bills paid and stuff like that. So if you are a cast member, our prayers are for you and for you to be able to get some type of money to be able to continue living. I know it's really expensive to live in California, so for anybody who is struggling out there, our deepest condolences and our biggest prayers for you to continue surviving out there during this pandemic. But that's really it, guys. That's the update that Disney put out there. If there's any other questions you guys have, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. If there's any information that you have that I didn't go over in this video, make sure to put it down in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, share this video with your friends and family, share it to Facebook groups, share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, anything like that, so people can see what's really going on. But yeah, guys, so as of now, Disneyland and Walt Disney World is completely closed until further notice. Universal and Knott's Berry Farm, they're closed until April 19th, so we'll see if Disneyland puts an update on that. But we'll catch you guys later. Don't forget, check out our Instagram so you guys can get the information on our dance party. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you later. Chris from the Duo out. Love you guys. Stay safe out there. Bye.